Eala completes remarkable comeback versus Alexandra Sasnovich to reach Abu Dhabi Open quarters. Eala ensured that Filipino fans were not wrong to stay up late to watch her into action, into the wee hours of Thursday morning, Philippine time. In fact, the world number 45 made it every bit worth their while, and then some, completing a stirring fightback from a set down and a daunting 4-0 deficit in the decider, to claim a hard-fought 2-6, 6-4, 7-6, 5 victory over Alexandra Sasnovich and make it to the quarterfinals of the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open in the process. It felt like a repeat of her impressive comeback in her landmark 2025 US Open against 16th seed Clara Tauson, where she was down 5-1 in the third set. This is now the second straight tournament that the Filipina sensation has made the final 8, after she reached the same stage on home soil at the inaugural Philippine Women's Open last week before her dreams, as well as those of almost everyone in attendance, were crushed by a loss to eventual champion Camila Osorio. On Wednesday, Eala struggled to make inroads on Sasnovich's delivery early, failing to earn a break as the Belarusian dictated play from the baseline. Sasnovich's aggression translated to a lopsided 31-18 edge in winners in the opening set, while Eala's own serve wavered under pressure, highlighted by 2 double faults in her third service game. The second set opened in similar fashion with Sasnovich striking first via an early break, but Eala responded immediately with a break of her own to steady herself. From there, the set settled into a rhythm of routine holds. Still, Eala found herself knocking on the door, generating 6 break points in the 6th game and additional chances in the 8th, only to be turned away each time. That persistence finally paid off in the 10th game. Serving at 5-4, Sasnovich faltered just enough for Eala to capitalize, converting the crucial break at the perfect moment to level the match and force a deciding third set. Just as the momentum appeared to be tilting Eala's way, Sasnovich reasserted control at the start of the decider, racing out to a commanding 4-0 lead behind heavy returns and early ball striking. Eala briefly steadied herself by holding serve to avoid the bagel, but Sasnovich continued to apply pressure and looked poised to pull away. Eala finally found an opening in the 6th game, securing her first break of the set to cut the deficit to 4-2 and inject life back into the contest. Any hopes of a sustained comeback were momentarily checked in the following game, though, as Sasnovich broke again to move ahead 5-2 and earn the chance to serve for the match. Refusing to fold, Eala dug deep in an extended 8th game, saving a match point and swinging the momentum with a gritty hold. From there, belief took over. The Filipina reeled off 3 straight games to surge ahead 6-5, turning a near-certain defeat into a dramatic late cliffhanger. Sasnovich ultimately halted the run in the 12th game. The tiebreaker became a seesawing affair, with Sasnovich having the first mini-break to gain a 5-4 lead. But 3 straight points for Eala sealed the deal to take the victory. Up next for Eala is the 2nd seed Ekaterina Alexandrova in the quarterfinals slated for Thursday evening, which, for those that had stayed up for her round of 16 tie, could mean seeing their new local heroine in action twice within 24 hours. Eala's triumph, a grit-fueled comeback, writes a new chapter in Abu Dhabi. In the sun-drenched courts of the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open, amidst a tangled web of tension and possibility, a moment of sporting magic was etched into the annals of tennis history. Eala, the 20-year-old Filipino sensation, staged a breathtaking comeback against Belarusian Alexandra Sasnovich, overturning seemingly insurmountable odds to reach the tournament's quarterfinals. What transpired was more than just a match. It was a testament to perseverance, belief, and the unshakable spirit of a rising star. The stage was set, and the battle began. From the outset, Eala's round of 16 clash was framed as a genuine test of character. Her opponent, Alexandra Sasnovich, a seasoned competitor and former top 3-0 player, struck early and often. The Belarusian dictated play with her heavy ground strokes and aggressive serve, forcing Eala into reactive positions and earning a decisive edge in the opening exchanges. Set 1 slipped away for the young Filipina at 2-6, marred by a litany of missed opportunities and pressure-induced errors. But as any true competitor knows, a tough start is a mere prologue to what can become a defining tale. Rising from the embers, the second set shift. Enter the second set, a phase born of resilience. Eala didn't merely adjust her tactics, she recalibrated her mindset. Where once she had been tentative, she now demonstrated a renewed sense of aggression and control. Sasnovich, who had barged ahead on early momentum, found herself countered at critical junctures. And so it was that in the 10th game, that crucible moment where champions are forged, Eala seized a pivotal break, breaking Sasnovich's serve and evening the match. The scoreboard now reflected parity, but the psychological ascent had barely begun. The troubled third set, a tale of two halves. The deciding set unfurled like a drama in 3 acts. At first, Sasnovich roared back, asserting dominance and roaring to a 4-0 lead. The Belarusian's precision on serve and return compounded Eala's struggles, making the Filipinas' path forward seem steeper with each passing rally. At that moment, it looked as though fate would not grant Eala redemption. Yet sport, at its most glorious, thrives on vulnerability turned into triumph. Eala snagged the next 2 games, tipping the set into view at 2-4 and planting the seeds of possibility. Though Sasnovich re-established a match-point opportunity by taking a 5-2 lead, Eala had already begun writing her comeback in indelible strokes. What happened next was a testament to sheer will. She fought back, knotting the third set at 5-5, forcing a decisive tiebreak, and swinging the momentum fully back to her side. The tiebreak that defined a career moment. In the tension-soaked tiebreak, each point carried disproportionate weight, like lightning strikes that echo long after the storm. Sasnovich raced ahead early, but Eala's resolve didn't waver. Ground stroke after ground stroke, volley after volley, she clawed back point by point. And when it mattered most, she claimed the final 3 points to seal the match 7-6-5, completing an improbable comeback from a double-break deficit and sealing her place in the quarterfinals. The final score, 2-6, 6-4, 7-6, 5, is a mere sequence of numbers that only hints at the emotional and psychological journey at play. Why this win matters, beyond the scoreline. For Eala, this victory is about more than advancing in a prestigious WTA 500 event. It represents mental evolution, a willingness to persevere when probability suggested defeat. It reflects a growing maturity on tour and a deeper understanding of how to win when the odds are stacked against you. Tennis, unlike many team sports, demands ultimate accountability. The player stands alone in every decisive moment. Eala's ability to harness pressure, silence doubt, and keep faith in her own capabilities paints her not just as a promising talent, but as a competitor with championship DNA. It's also impossible to ignore the symbolism for Filipino sports fans. Eala's ascent has been watched fervently by supporters across the